Can you join me up on stage? I have a question. I have a question. Am I allowed to have a beer? Look what I look like right now. I look so goofy. I'm always trying to get that entertainment. I don't look like I can fit in the public eye. I look more like that guy you find, like, I don't know, George Carlin. Sometimes I think I'm like him. But that's an intelligent guy. A lot of intelligent people out here. Imagine if I knew everything everybody else knew. Imagine if I knew everything everybody else knew. I mean, personally. I mean, you know, if I took him into the army and I said, I want to know everything you know. He goes, that's my private life. I go, right. When you're a private in the army, you got no life. Everything is private is sent to general. You become general in a private section. Your grade. Brush your teeth. But before you brush your teeth, wash the floor properly, because once you get all that bacteria off the floor, you won't be putting your shoes on it, taking your shoes off with your hands, taking your pants down and your underwear off and jumping into bed. Did you go wash your hands yet? Antiseptic on my hands. I'm not feeling good. I think I'm going to go and get a little bit of water. And I'm going to go to the lemonade stand. Don't you know all these things that are in the public eye that you cannot keep away of the natural flower of life, always being shared, both ends of the situation. It's good and it's bad at the same time. ABC, McDonald's. There was another word I was thinking, but I was playing a game with everybody and I didn't find the cover to my piece here. And what was that? The general in the army, the corporal, corporation. Is this made? Oh, well, it's just like all the companies. We put it all together. We have the private sector. Those are the people coming in and working for us. And then you have the general public, or the blue collar workers, and the ones who work in the office, and the one who bosses around everybody, putting everything in their order. Then you got corporations. Corporations, well, what can they do? I don't know. Obligations, like, you see this? This is an obligation. Why? Because the folds on this, what cut out was a decahedron. These folds, when I fold them in, maybe I should color them a different color. Hold on a second. Let me color this a little bit. Maybe you'll be able to see. These folds, when I put them in, right, they only go a certain distance over here. They touch the, when I fold one in, let me fold one in. When I fold one in, it touches the back. See the way it touches the back? And the other one touches the other side. So this is an obligation to what the shape will look like. Now, what do we see? We see, oh, it's a bird. Oh my God, it's a bird. It's coming towards me. Oh no, it's a bird. Which bird is it? Maybe that's why they find all these cartoon characters, and then sometimes they flip the nose up on the bird. What is that going to tell me if it flips the nose up on the bird? Is that flip nose up on the bird because the front end, if you notice, the front end is higher than the back end. And when you open it up into the cone, if you had to sit it on the ground, it would rock. It would rock from the flat area here to the flat area here. And it's almost like the sand drift, the way the sand, if the wind was blowing, how high would the snowdrift come, and what would be the continuous angle of the snowdrift? It would be the ridge that you walk on with the camels. That's what it would look like. So we got that done. Again, we've got the cat and the wolf coming together, the mug and David. So we got this done. And now we have the dodecahedron, another way to do it. And all I did is I took the rectangles in. Taking in these rectangles tell me that I'm either playing with a rectangular and a card, or I'm only using 6 numbers. Why do I say this? Why am I only using 6 numbers? Because on your telephone, let me see if I have a dial pad on this phone still, since we don't use it as a phone. Yes, we do. And if we use, oh, it's just beautiful, just beautiful. Can we get that a little closer? Maybe we can see some numbers here. There you go. Get that light out of the way. Ay, ay, ay. Get more light out of the way. In fact, we're going to take out, I can't even do that. This is not fair. Well, anyways, do you see the way it becomes rectangular using these 6 numbers, or rectangular using these 6 numbers, and rectangular using these 6 numbers, right? Or rectangular using these 6 numbers, or you can create the sword and you can eliminate the 1 and eliminate the 9, and then we would create the hexagon. No 1, no 9, no spirits. 1 times 3, 1 plus 3 is 3 and 4. 3 times 4, 3 plus 4 is 12 and 7. All we have is 7. We have no 1 and 9. Not in this situation. Creating our shapes over our numbers. Now there's a question of shift. When you're driving over a bridge, you put something in between to hold the 2 parts together. So when you count to 9, you restart at 10, 11, 12, and we call that the first dozen. We start 1, 2, 3, and we end 1, 2, 3. Do you follow my drift? Do you catch my drift? We start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 2 cubes. 2 cubes. But it doesn't actually look like 2 cubes. Have you ever seen the actual way the numbers are in roulette? The numbers are this size. And it goes 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and they're all this size. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Only when you get 10, 11, 12, do you actually get the square out of it. 10, 11, 12 will create that square. Just like the reality is, oh, back to the phone again. That let me see if I can get this light. The square on the phone, if you take a look, this is more rectangular than anything. Most of the phones are not like this. This is telling me a different story. This is telling me, and it's the future, that I'm going to have to use all 12 to create this square. There's less separation here and more separation here. There's a whole story in this. And if you notice on the number 1, it's got the eyeglasses. Just had a peanut. Sorry about that. So again, this is my obligation. Here is the front. Okay, this is what we see. And just like your head, the front is your whole front, your whole side, your whole side. This is, what would you call this? See all the way it's sort of bubbling out in the back here? Because I can't close the side all the way. And this side over here is a little bit different. This side in the back can come back all the way. This one can stay flat in the back. Well, I don't have it flat here. Oh no, it can't stay flat in the back. Yes, this can stay flat in the back, but this one over here, well, maybe this one's the back. This one is being puffed out because of the 2 inside fly things over here. Now, I would cut those off, and I'm gonna do this in front of you. I'm gonna take the tape off, and I'm just gonna restructure this just a tad. Just a tad. You know what? Science is funny, right? Science is very funny. What does it mean, science? Science. Okay, so now we're going to... Whoa, I almost cut my wire off. Whoa. So now we're going to cut that piece off there and not let that be in the way. And cut this piece off here. Now, this is a very important piece. You know, sometimes you get a truck delivery and the parts are all on top of each other. Well, maybe these are parts on top of each other. Has anybody ever seen something like this before? Look into the background. Look into the darkness. The sky, the crystals, the universe. So I cut it off of this. And I see this, and this piece comes out of designs for mantra. As if you notice the mantra guy that's in the center. At the same time, with this design, you can actually place Rodin's coil on it and have myself positions of what's over here, or do I start it this way? Okay, which way will I start it? Or can I start it this way and start this as 9? Say this is, what is it, 6, and this is 3, 9, 6, 3. Is that the way it was? So if this is 9, 6, 3, then over here would be 1 and 2. Then over here would be 7 and 8, and over here will be 4 and 5. Then you would have this. Now if you close this up, you now get the same thing. You get this little thing over here. I don't know what it means. Should I create one next to each other? Should I create two? I just did this real quick. Should I create one? You know, you see this one here? You have to go all the way down. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really sure how to design this other than bubble it. Maybe looking like a tunnel. Maybe I should have put a tunnel here, this one going in this direction, that one going in that direction. And inside of here is my valley. And how many of these should I make? And why did I make it on this angle? See the sun trying to come up through the center? And can these two close over each other? This is the this is the should I print up another one of these? It's one here and I just, you know what I'm saying? There's more to it. There's more stories. We got all the pieces. They didn't leave much out. They just are AI. I E I O. And on his farm he had a duck. Quack, quack, quack. He learned how to use the rhyme with the duck. And then he had other ducks. Duck, get out of the way. Incoming. Des poissons, little fishies. So I'm going to throw out these items. It is beautiful outside. I got to go see if I have to put my car back in the driveway, if they finish cleaning the driveway. I want to thank you. If I missed something in this video, if I didn't add any numbers to this video, oh, there's all kinds of numbers. Sometimes I forget. I still want to understand this 36, 10 times 36. But what if it was really 12? What if a whole was really 12? Because if you have the front and the back is like the front, then you have to repeat the back and the front. Then you have to have all two sides. But the light comes in through 6, making 6 and 6, 12, in which you don't need 4 of them. You only need 8. That's it. That's it. 8 on the cross and 4 in between. You have phi. You are a continuation of a cycle that has life and you involved in it. AI, from me to you, A and I is A and I, and in the deck of cards, the ace is inside the 9. So forget about the A and just say me and I and I. You can say O on the go, a little bit from Mars, but we're going to stop right there. Did you know that the G, okay, is not a vowel? Did you know that the B is not a vowel? Did you know that the C is a vowel? The E is a vowel. The A, C, E, they're all vowels. The C holds the vowel of the letter U. Does the H have a vowel? No, but it's associated to one. It's associated to I, the heaven of I. Hi, how you doing? Okay, see you alligator later. Raphael, 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. I'm just going to shut down this camera and leave it be as it is. Thank you for watching this video. Whoa! Whoa! Could have seen everything upside down. No.